Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition and the final edition of 2K23 of the greatest goddamn D&D stream in this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrag the Destroyer ready to slash and bash you Thursday night one last time in 2K23 here with my epic wrecking crew of destroyers who right now look invisible, but I promise you they're there. You got Fang the Mang, you got Wilma Chatterton, and of course, to lead us in this epic adventure, it's the greatest goddamn D&D DM in the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo 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 boo! Thank you, Solrak. Oh, you're too kind to me. Way too kind. Welcome back, everyone. It's been way too long since we've been having a nice little Goblins Under the Stairs session. We got yes. We got Fang back with us. Eyes open, although we can't see that with the darkness in there. I assure
We're
you that
getting
they
there.
are. That said, though, let's go ahead and just do a quick little recap of what happened the last time we were all together. I'll go ahead and take the reins on that because I believe everyone else is probably a little too hazy on what went down. So, last time we were together, it was a nice little short session. The players decided to jump on into this oozing pool that they fought this Neothelid, this tadpole, illithid tadpole that evolved into a greater state of being after devouring and eating and being the most powerful of all the other tadpoles that were remaining in this briny pool that you guys found it in. After taking that down, you decided to jump on into that pool after Wilma saw a glowing light down at the bottom of it. You guys all heard these voices and urges calling to you to get on down there. After swimming for a little bit of time, Solrak heard some screaming in his head, a familiar voice that he was eventually able to figure out was coming from Ezekiel. You guys also heard some murmurs and some whispers calling to you. Fang heard a voice that sounded exactly like the voice that came to him in a dream a few months back at Kolbaz's abode when he saw this giant floating brain in this vision of a dream that called to him, telling him to come dive deep below the city of splendor, and that the astral sea welcomes him with open arms, and that it glows the brightest and infinitely. And after you guys finally made your way down to the bottom of this basin or this pit, you guys found this magic circle down there. With quick investigation, found a couple of these other mind crystals, these psionic kind of powered crystals lying about, and realized that you needed to lay them into this magic circle to start it up and get it activated for whatever it does. And after placing the crystals in the right places, you guys saw this maelstrom, this whirlpool start spiraling about at the bottom of this area, pulling you guys into this vast darkness of a void, starry skies and galaxies and swirling energy of miasma around you until you fell and landed back, surprisingly, in the Wrecking Crew Alehouse, your guys' own tavern, seeing Ezekiel and John the Fisherman and a couple of the other patrons in there just having a lively time. Solrak seeing through the facade after speaking through Ezekiel for some time. Ezekiel's voice started coming through in these dark, deep tones, very reminiscent of these kind of intrusions that you guys have been getting throughout your minds and these callings essentially being down in this area. And with that, Solrak's body was thrown out of the bar, just floating in endless space. Nothing to tether or grab onto, just floating as he's getting pushed backwards and backwards. Wilma, fed up with this game, made this brilliant bright light shining, casting a spell on Ezekiel as his eyes turned black and ichor started to drip from the walls. And with that blinding light, it filled the whole room with white. And as that light succeeded, he found himself also in that miasma, which then pushed you guys through to this space in which you find yourselves in now. This really strange kind of spongy floor all around you, this pinkish gray, wrinkled, squishy structure that you have found yourselves in. As I mentioned, it's unpleasantly moist. Everything has this kind of thin sheen of moisture and smells slightly spoiled. You can see a little bit of like leakage coming from these strange crevices in the ceiling and on the walls. And the ceilings are about 15, 20 feet high. And you all have this strange like sensation in your minds, almost like you're hyper aware. Everything around you is just kind of like elevated in like texture and vibrancy. You can even like start to like sense different things around you. You feel like as you find yourself in this wrinkled pinkish gray tunnel with all these swooping organic passages to your left and to your right.
I'm kind of looking around, like at the wall, the moisture, and like, just like the texture, I guess, of the like surrounding. I'm just kind of like putting the pieces to the puzzle together with all the events that have gone on, and I'm just wondering. And I'm like, you guys, what do these walls kind of make you think of? I'm almost kind of getting the vibe that we're inside a brain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, brain. That's what I was also thinking of.
I
Totally.
go and like even just go to touch the wall to see if like just kind of get an idea, like if I'm like kind of on the right track, and if I am, like will that kind of help us down the road on our adventure?
Sure. Yeah, you
Trying
go.
to make an investigation.
No, you go ahead and you place your hand upon this wall, this kind of spongy like material of this pinkish grayish, almost like flesh. As you push into it, you can feel it squeeze underneath your hand as this little moisture lifts up and kind of drips down your arm and down the wall, just like a slight ooze. And you can make a nature check.
Nature. 12.
This definitely seems very brain-like, if it's not a brain.
So it's like fleshy.
Yeah.
I also gave myself true sight last game. I don't
Mhm.
see anything different, do I?
You don't see anything different. What you do, though, for whatever reason, realize is that, like, I mean, I guess this is outside of true sight, but I'll throw it on with your passive perception or whatever. That there really doesn't seem like there's any directional, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
a flow.
Yeah, like there's not really like a cardinal direction to this place. Like there's not a true north, a true south, a true east or west. This is like kind of just like it's beyond space and time, essentially.
That is quite interesting. I would know like we wouldn't actually be in the astral plane right now, right? Because that's like a thing outside of here, right? I understand what the astral plane is.
Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah, you're not exactly in the astral plane. What I guess Lauren would chime in and start to say to you guys, as he looks around and notices like kind of this strange sensation. Like I said, he's like kind of hyper aware, as you all are right now. This must be one of the far realm domains that Talavar has situated, another place for the Lithids to another layer between him and unwanted intrusions.
So that means we're definitely closer. Shall we start leading the way?
I look at Lauren and can Did you feel the voice telling you to go a particular way?
See him like kind of close his eyes and puts his forefingers on his temple. He seems straining. No. No, and then that hurts more than normally. It's like a disorienting spike being pushed in my frontal lobe.
Perhaps the brain knows we're here already. So keep your eyes up, boys and girls.
I say we go right.
I right or you're right?
Yes. Well, I guess it'd be, if you're looking at me, it'd be to your left, my right.
This way.
Nope. Yeah, your other.
This way.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
All
Then
right. I'll take a look
Go
to
ahead.
see if I see anything on either end before we keep moving. Like, or if it just goes endlessly.
Yeah, go ahead and, well, as you're just walking through, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary right now. I mean, outside the ordinary of this realm, this kind of still, almost like cerebral fluids leaking from the walls, and some of it even like floating by in your space as seeming like unaffected by gravity, just kind of like oozes on by you. You're still stepping on the spongy, kind of squishy, moist material each step that you take, and you're not noticing, of course, anything quite yet. No auditory sounds or anything like that. But what you do, notice that, like I mentioned already, your senses are heightened right now, and you can definitely, mechanically, as you guys would know, for the time being, whatever is affecting you right now, you pretty much have advantage on perception checks because of it.
Oh.
While they're figuring out where to go, I'm gonna kind of like look at the wall as well, pull out my dagger, and I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Just go. If they know we're here, they might as well really know we're here. And I just kind of slice into the fleshiness a little bit. See if anything
And I
happens for a second.
and actually keep track of that slice just so to make sure we don't end up going in circles. So that's a good point.
That's fair. All right. Wilma goes ahead and takes her dagger and pushes it into the flesh. It kind of slowly sticks its way in there. You hear this squelching sound as you do. Finally, push the blade through there, and as you remove it, you hear like kind of this deep moan as a little bit more of that kind of like a
Okay.
as like some more of that like temporal like kind of brain like fluids leak down out of that hole.
And would I have been able to hear that as well from where I'm standing?
There was like a big moan, or did the moan come from the hole?
What you're realizing now is that you heard it in your mind, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No. Fucking roll an 11.
You feel this psychic spike hit your mind after you hear that, kind of rings out, and you take 11 points of psychic damage.
So note to self, maybe don't stab the insides.
Do I still have? Would I still have chalice from the worm fight?
How long does that last?
An hour.
No.
Okay. I'm still gonna cast level 4 cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Silrek leading the way. Where do you decide to go? Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna keep on going.
And that's a
Red
plus
Chief.
5 from the whatchamacallit, so 26.
Cool. Lauren follows in step behind you, Solrak. As you make your way over to this chamber, Solrak, you look up to the north. And you can see that there's these 5 human corpses that kind of slump against the chamber's wide rounded wall up there. And they almost merge seamlessly within the wrinkled grayish pink walls as though they're like melted into them. And you only like their upper torsos and their heads like remain free from there, as you can see them kind of like moving about, or like almost like they were like moving about, but their faces are almost like more lifeless and like kind of like had this like frozen face, like almost like they were screaming at some point.
Oh, baby. Well, I have to stay. Now, I'm going to look up to see if it looks like this chamber could seal off anywhere. And I'm going to also hop on my broom real quick. I'm going to look back at the group and say, step back for a second. And I'm going to fly on over to the bodies and inspect them. And, well, yeah, in that order. Let me see first if there's the
Throw
door
a
thing.
guidance
and
on him while he
we'll
runs
fly
up
over.
there.
Sure. As you.
But first, the door thing.
Yeah, as
Does
you.
it look like anything would seal me off?
There does not appear to be anything like that. There's, pretty wide passages in here.
Beautiful. Then I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna fly on over and inspect the bodies.
Okay. Solrak, as you go on over and start to inspect these bodies, you're looking at these faces that, like I said, they're lifeless and just kind of frozen in fear, like letting out this like scream. And go ahead and make a. Do you want to more investigate them, or I guess this is investigation. Let's do an investigation roll.
Oh, and then with guidance, there's a D4. Oh yeah, 18, baby.
18, nice. So you see that these corpses that are in here, they look like they could be remains of like wizards, powerful wizards at that, who possibly made their way in here potentially to maybe try to stop Talavar or whatever their purpose was in here. Obviously, they were not wanted as they ended up like this. But as you are investigating them and checking them out, you see like these robes that they're wearing that kind of, like I said, melded into the walls, and their bodies are like deformed into there. You start to feel this sensation of heat rising from it.
Oh. Now, do I see anything on the wizards that could be useful for us? Like any?
It's more so
anything?
like just the arms and like heads are emerged from the walls. The rest of it is like completely melded into the wall itself. So it's like there's nothing even to grab. It's all been conformed into one. But as you're looking about that and trying to decide, like, is everything, could it be helpful, or anything there, that heat starts to intensify as you look up to the wall, and shooting out of where the wizards' mouths are agape come these 5 flaming skulls, eyes burning wide, and a couple of fire rate. Actually, let's go ahead and do this first. What is your passive perception?
Passive perception 11.
11? Okay. So, 3 of these are able to get a shot off before you notice them. A 20 to hit?
Nope.
Oh, actually, well, this will be an advantage because it's... nope, so there we go. 7 is a miss. 17, that's with advantage, will miss. And then a 19 with advantage will also miss as these 5 flame skulls emerge from there. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Has
Oh, wait,
Solrak, have you done your ring since the big worm?
I was just about to ask, how long has it been since
Been at least an hour.
Yeah.
swimming and all that?
Yeah, it was an hour to get down there, and then we'll say the guys spent 15 minutes in the tunnel, or in the bar, rather. So yeah, let's say an hour and 15.
So that's 76. So
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah. Damn, look at that initiative order.
Ooh, you bastards.
Oh, yeah, 25 back. I'll take it.
Bam, baby.
That's like almost every mechanic. So.
Gotta roll one for
Okay,
Larman.
now initiative. Did my initiative roll?
You got a 4. You're
You
all
got
the way at
4.
the end.
You do have a
boy.
superiority dice ability that helps you, that you can add to your initiative, right?
Yeah. But I don't want to waste my superiority die on these
Yeah.
fuckers. So that's fine.
All right, Wilma, a couple of firing shots blast by Solrak as he dodges out of the way of him quickly. Actually, I'll say that his flame sword kind of absorbs the energy because he wasn't really expecting it. But yeah, Wilma, you see this happening and you're ready to go with these flame skulls flying out. What do you do?
Yeah, I see him pop up, and we're just gonna blast them. We're gonna what is it? Sacred Flame. It's a 19 dex save.
All right, you guys saw this picture, right, that I sent?
Oh my god, he's hurt.
Yeah, no, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 dex save to the
which one?
one on the left.
Left. Okay.
Yeah, the one. It will start at the left.
That's a 20.
Fuck you. I'm gonna run behind the wall.
Oh, Wilma, one thing that you do realize, Solrak and Fang, each of you as well, I forgot to mention this when you guys get in here, is that in your pockets you feel that those crystals that were used in the spell, the magic circle, have all come back to you.
Oh shit! Which ones were they again?
So
They were huge.
2 extended ones, one subtle and one quicken. Fang had the quicken, Solrak had the subtle, and then you had the 2 extended. But I think Solrak, I think maybe
Everybody's gonna give
yeah.
them to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell everybody just give them to me.
Handle that.
All right.
All right. Anything else for you, Wilma?
That is it. I'm just gonna run, and we're good. I had the sheet.
Okay, Fang, you were up.
All right. See a couple flaming floating baseballs, so I'm coming up, and it's 60 feet exactly to get right in front of these 2. So I'm just going right down the list. All right, first one on the left. Come swinging at you. 16.
That will hit.
Oh hell yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage, yep. And then do it again. 18 or oh yeah, 14 damage.
There you go.
There we go. And after that, nice little scissor kick. Boom, 22 for 12 damage.
Nice. Yeah, that one, you see a couple cracks forming in the skull of that one. Now the fire's starting to flicker.
And what were the stones called again?
Quicken, subtle, and extended crystals. Mind crystals.
Mind crystal. Okay.
And I will that'll be my turn. And
Cool.
turn-
All right, this flame skull to the right, this blue one. Let's see, it's got Solrak right in front of him, so his eyes start glowing with this fiery rage. As they begin to glow and grow, they shoot 2 rays out at him. Let's see, 20 to hit, and 19 to hit. My God.
Now, quick question for you.
Mhm.
With these, since these are flying skulls, would they count as undead?
That is correct. They are undead. Fang.
Oh
Boom.
damn.
So that one's dead. That Fang hit, and we'll just call it that.
Roll some d6s, baby.
But yes. But this one will, after missing those shots, fly up 15 feet to the ceiling. And that's going to end his turn. Larnin is going to run on over his 30 feet of movement. And let's see if I can refresh this. Nope.
So, Nate, with my Undying Radiance, is it an extra 1d6 radiant damage for each attack?
I believe so. Let me reread it. But yeah, Larnin's going to end his turn. Go ahead and just send it to, to the game log.
Yeah. Because I'm not attuned to my Helm of Brilliance anymore, so that's the only...
yeah, your attacks do an
undead
extra 1d6 radiant. Yep, so each attack that you do deals an extra 1d6 radiant. Alright, so this purple one right next to you, Fang, is going to... Yeah, you're just right in range. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. His eyes begin to grow, burning fire, and same with the back of his skull, just the whole thing engulfed with flames. And as it does, it just kind of explodes right there, hitting you and Solrak with a fireball spell. So I need you guys to make a dexterity save. Solrak, you can make this with advantage.
I will also make with advantage for my Undying Advantage. And
that's right.
Do I still have guidance on me?
You do.
15 and 17. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
So 19 for me.
19 for you. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. You guys will both take 17 points of fire damage. Fang, do you take half of that too?
I do, and so was that a success? Because
that's a success, yes.
Then I don't take any at all.
Cool. Beautiful. Yeah, Fang completely absorbs the elemental fire, being the elemental monk that he is. Just kind of like stands through as the fire succeeds unscathed. Solrak, a little bit of scorch marks here and there, but mostly unharmed. He is also going to fly up 15 feet, leaving your range, Fang, if you want to take an opportunity attack.
I'd love to.
That'll just hit.
14, hell yeah. And so, 14 damage plus 2.
Cool.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We'll just say the 1. Or, yeah, 2's fine. Whatever. Alright, as he floats on up to the ceiling then, after doing a little bit of damage to at least Solrak, this green one right here, its eyes glowing with flames, you hear phew, 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 as 3 missiles fly out of it. Let's see. One of them at Solrak. Actually, 2 of them at Solrak, 1 of them at Fang. Oh, wow. That's some weak damage. I can't. So.
Wow, 113.
2 or 4 points of damage to Solrak, 4 to Fang. And that's gonna be his turn. And we got this one right here. Let's see. He comes flying this way. Does not ever get into your guys' range. He's got 40 feet of fly speed. Yep. So it goes right here with Larnin right here. He's got his eyes glowing. He shoots out some fiery rays at him. That's gonna hit, and that one will also hit. Larnin gets hit for 19 points of damage and goes down.
Oh, Larnin, no.
His cloak engulfed in flames. He screams as he rolls down to the ground, and just no more sounds coming from his area, and no more movement as well. Solrak.
Larnin, no! Well, I don't like seeing my dudes get taken down. Yeah. I'm gonna move on up to these 2 right here. And I'm gonna take a swing at the blue guy first.
Blue guy's 15 feet up, so he's a little out of your range right now.
I'll and how high up is this guy again?
He's floating like 5 feet.
Alright, so I'll start actually with the first one,
Okay.
the green one. And I'll swing at him with my One Slayer. My Dawnbringer, I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
This could be big damage, boys. Oh, yeah, 28.
That'll hit.
And that's 10 plus 12, 22 damage.
Yeah, the Dawnbringer just explodes with brilliant light as it slashes into this thing. It lets out a little kind of angelic sound after impacting on it, and yeah, it looks like it really fucked it up.
Here I go again on my own with another Dawnbringer. 13.
That's
Do
gonna
I still
hit.
have guidance,
Yep.
though?
Sure. Yep,
Yeah,
that
buddy.
hits. Oh wait, I don't know. Does guidance work on attack rolls? I think it
I
does.
don't think so.
No.
Well, let's see. Let's read it. Center of the game plan.
Ability check.
Ability checks.
But 13 still hits.
Nice. Okay. Works for me.
All right.
So 13 plus that, so 20 more damage.
Oh yeah, that one just explodes with radiance. You watch as it kind of convulses with the energy. Bits of skull shards explode all over the wall and the floor.
Nice. Now I'm gonna get up on my broom. Well, I'm up on my broom already.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fly up
That's true.
to the other one and swing at that one. 23 with 11 plus 14 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna swing at it. A demon sword this time.
Okay. 16 hits.
That's 7 plus 1, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. You watch as you strike with the demon sword, and as the flame strikes into it, you watch as its flame begins to grow just a little bit. Yeah, definitely doesn't seem like the flame part of it hurt it, but you cracked its skull a little bit with the actual attack.
Alright. That's it for more.
Wilma, you're up. Larnin down,
Alright.
not too far away from you. A floating flame skull in your vicinity.
Let's go, Lardy, no! And that's just gonna be Sacred Flame at him. And not at Larny, but at the guy that hit him.
Dex
That's
save.
a 19 dex save.
It's a 10.
Oh, alright. And then I'm gonna like run up and like straddle Larny to like protect
Does
his
have
dead body.
advantage on saving throws. Hold on. There we go. Alright.
Eat it.
23 damage. Okay.
Would I have had the mind shards when I cast True Sight, or did we just get them when we got into here?
Just got him when you got into here.
Okay, alright, cool. That's it?
Okay, did you do something to Larn and you just ran up to him?
I can't do anything with a bonus action, right?
No, you can't. I mean, you could cast Sacred
Yeah, I'm
Flame
not
as a
gonna heal.
cantrip. You could bonus action heal if you have, like, Healing Word or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna heal him yet.
Okay. You can take a level of exhaustion if you want to force feed him a potion.
Nah, I think, you know, he is a legend, so I believe in him right now.
Fang, you're up.
Alright. Can't reach this skull, so I say, oh, the hell with that. I run down to this one, kind of help with Larny. Whoops. There we go. And just start swinging. 16.
Oh yeah, cracks into him.
I don't know why it rolls it twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start rolling it from the just a regular d6 after that. So there's that.
So that's 20 damage. Or no.
No, it was 4. Wait,
Did you roll your actual damage?
yeah, but for some reason it didn't pop up. Okay, so there's the first one, the d8 plus 6.
Okay.
Yeah, and here's the second one,
Okay, that'll hit.
and here's just a regular d6 for the undying flame.
Yeah, with that, you punch through the center of the skull, extinguishing the flames as that one shatters into hundreds of pieces as well.
Alrighty. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. This one up here by Solrak, still with its eyes burning bright, shoots down a couple of these fiery rays at him. Ooh, that's an @1. And a 18 will not do it. He begins to fly away out of your... Oh, actually, you are right next to him, right? Yeah, because you're up in the air, too. Oh, good. He will just stay there, then. You're muted, but actually, he would probably try to get out of this area. Yeah, he is scared. That's why he's flying away. So you go ahead and take an op attack if you want.
Ooh, of course I do. Oh, I'm gonna fuck it up. Ooh, 18 damage.
Oh yeah, it's hurting.
Yeah.
Flames starting to flicker out. Definitely like starts to descend a little bit as well. And we'll say we'll drop him down to 10 feet. All right, Larnin, I'm gonna roll this. Coughs up a bunch of blood right at Wilma's feet. Not looking so good. This flame skull up here is going to shoot down a let's see. Solrak, you feel this immense heat growing by its body. As you look, it's starting to like create another massive, or this one is separate from the other one before, but it's starting to create a massive ball of fire around its form. As it does, it shoots it out in the direction of these lovely group who's coupled on over here. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Larnin automatically fails and takes another death save or death fail.
Sheesh.
Jerk.
Boom.
And I get a D4 on this
One
too.
death.
From my, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, 25 and a 25.
Oh, wait.
Solrak, you're not getting hit.
Oh, nice.
That is 25 points of fire damage if you failed. Fang, you succeeded, so once again you just evade it.
Yay.
Fully, Wilma's not paying attention as much, going down to try to help Larnin out, and all of a sudden, this brilliant, blinding fireball just burns up this area, singeing her rabbit fur. As the fire burns back down, seceding away, you guys can see a little bit of it has been charred and singed off of her. Whiskers have kind of shortened up a little bit. And yeah, this flame skull is going to fly this way, out of the reach, and we got Solrak up.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna fly on over to the green one here. That's green, right? Oh, closest to me.
He's blue, I believe, but yeah, he's got like green flame going on inside of him.
That's what it is. I'll hit that guy.
Okay. Whoosh. Take your broom flying on over there. He just dips out of the way of that.
Okay. 28.
And that one just destroys it.
Damage.
One fell swoop. This thing just falls to the ground, clatters around, and yep, it's dead. More dead than it already was.
Okay. Now I'm going to fly my remaining 15 feet on over. Circle. Which puts me right here. Now, would that mean I can technically still reach this
Yeah,
one right here?
he's in a 5 foot
5 foot away?
square next to you, so yes, you can.
Sweet. So I'll swing with Dawnbring around that one.
Okay.
13.
That'll just hit.
Yep, buddy. Oh, nice. 21 damage.
21 damage. How does Solrak want to do this one?
Yeah. So I see the one running away from me. And I just like, oh, what the hell you do? And I just start literally just chasing it. And on my way, I happen to kill this one. But it's basically like Harry Potter catching the golden snitch. It's almost out of reach. And all of a sudden, just go, wham! And I smash that shit.
Love it. Smash! Just the rest of these skulls, just the flames go out. Pieces of skull and bone lying on the ground, strewn about everywhere. Larnin, part of the carnage as well. Since we're still in initiative order, Wilma, at the top of the round, we'll just go through this until it's Larnin's turn, essentially.
All right. Well, so I would see him down. Everybody's hurt a little bit, so you just kind of see me say a little prayer, put my little paws together. My feet kind of start glowing a little bit, and you guys see me just sprint over to here. But as I travel, like the ground just kind of glows softly behind me, and that's going to be Balm of Peace. So all three of you can heal for 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do they get the plus 5 from whatchamacallit? Or I guess it's not a spell slot, it's an action.
Yeah, it's just like an ability, right?
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Larnin starts coughing up again. This time, Fang, you get to see his eyes begin to blink open as he rolls himself back over, looking up to the ceiling. It says, I swear to God, guys, I don't know how much more I have in me.
Just one more, buddy, and then we'll let you rest next time.
One more. The next one will be the last one if it happens again. I don't think I'm going to make it.
We'll let you go on the next one. Deal. We gotta get a couple more stories for you to tell at the bar.
Yes.
How old Larny the Legend just killed 5 heads.
Oh, I had literally nothing to do with it. But thank you. Thank you. So he looks on over and says, well, I don't want my life to be in vain, so let's get on moving on. Let's find this damn brain, so that way the one last battle will be the one that matters the most.
Let's hope it is the brain, because we could certainly use at least another half person like yourself.
You just see him
Let's
kind
go,
of like
gentlemen.
puts his hand on your shoulder, pats it, keeps on walking on down.
Nice, he appreciated my backhanded compliment.
He kind of like, you could tell it was like kind of like he just is like, whatever, I'm not even gonna like argue with this right now. As you guys continue to push on, Larnin leading the way, Solrak is like your guys' source of light right now, so maybe he wants to help join too.
Yeah, and I'm like, ooh. Can't really
As I
see, so I'm
like
kinda tap my head a couple times until my bald head starts illuminating this light.
Alright, cast the light spell on yourself.
That's right.
There you go.
yeah. Before I go
Yes.
down, I would just take 2 steps up by the wizards and just look at them real quick, and I'd pull out Wilmore's picture of the 7. Just, I'm assuming there's no similarities.
Yeah, go ahead and let you make a perception with advantage. 25. These wizards don't appear to be wearing the same kind of like red wizard or even like the cowled wizard, similar kind of garb and robes that you would imagine. These seem to be well-intended wizards, arcane casters who potentially coming down here, as I mentioned previously to either maybe thwart Talavar, try to steal whatever or stop whatever powers he has, or take them back from themselves. But whatever it was in here that got to them was too powerful even for them.
Poor souls. We'll
Souls
finish them though.
indeed. Yes, they do not
And then
seem
just hop
to
along.
resemble the seven at all. Alright, but as you guys continue pushing on and on, you see that in this room, there's like several fleshy lumps in the floor that kind of almost like rise like stalagmites to about like 2 to 3 feet in height all around the floor here. On the north wall, you see this like ball of viscera, kind of maybe 2 feet across. It's pinned to a wide flat wall with like a large sword. You see it just kind of stabbed into it and holding this blob, this ball of viscera into the wall. And down below it, you see this puddle of slime, this black ichor that's kind of leaked down the wall and onto the floor beneath all the entrails that are there.
Seems like that sword's doing the trick, guys. I say we keep on keeping on.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to touch anything.
You don't think we should check out that sword?
I mean, it looks like it's right where it needs to be right now.
I mean, I'm not saying pull it out of the wall. I'm just saying, see if we can figure out anything about it. It
You would like?
seems- Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
it seems
Not
of
a bad
some
thought.
importance.
I guess you
Yeah.
are the quick one. So if it is safe over here, I'll just
Thank you. Yeah, so without
I throw guidance on him
touching-
as he goes over there.
Without touching the sword, I'm just kind of looking at the sword itself to see if I can, pick up any arcane energy, and just like, okay, if I took this sword out, what would happen? Just trying to think stuff like that.
Sure. As you go over and look at this sword, you see that it's a very strange blade. You've never seen one like this, or at least I don't think Fang has. It's got all these like very unique curvatures to it, like a very like strange silvery metal with these sharp serrations on it and all sorts of elaborate designs. Go ahead and you said you just want to see if you were to pull it out, what would happen? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, like, just from like examining it, like not touching it, like,
Yeah.
would I be able to figure out if I did pull it out, like, if I did this, would this happen? But
Sure.
without actually doing it.
Make a perception check with advantage.
17.
As you're looking at this, you realize, this blade stabbed into this, and this kind of like I mentioned, this ball of like viscera pinned with the sword into the wall. You're realizing the goo that is dripping down from the blade in this area isn't coming from this being that it's stabbed into. It looks exactly like the same kind of goo that poured off of the wall when Wilma stabbed into it herself, and some of that kind of like got her. But you would imagine, you're not the one doing damage to this wall or anything, that if you were to pull this blade out, nothing of real ill intent would happen to you. As long as you stay away from that goo.
Gotcha. Guys, I don't think, knock on wood, anything, at least what we thought would happen if I were to take, or if one of us were to take this sword out of the wall. I think we all thought that, oh, you pull this sword out, all this liquid's gonna come pouring out. And from looking at it, it's just not the case. Plus,
about
it's a
all
pretty
those
cool sword.
about all those other little bulbs, stalactites over there?
Well, I really don't know too much about what's going on with those. I'm just kind of worried about the sword in the wall right now.
Well, if you take it out, I don't want these things to come to life or something. I'd take a quick look at these little blobs real quick.
Yeah, with your passive, you know, you're checking them out and everything, and they seem like they're just growths out of this fleshy floor area. Go over and you like don't really notice any kind of like extra kind of movement outside of like the slow kind of pulsing that the rest of this place kind of has. Like I said, these are only about 2 to 3 feet tall, each one of these. So really, you know, it might be an initial concern of yours, but after inspecting it a little bit, you're like, it's probably not substantiated in anything.
I'd back up and I'd go around the wall. You see my little head poke out and go, "Hey man, if you don't take the sword, I ain't gonna stop you." But
So, Reg, what do you think?
I don't have a problem with you taking the sword. Do you wonder why it's there? Could it possibly be something that harms this structure? Or is it possible it was left there to take down the brain?
I like option B. I'm sure you do as well.
Well, as
Just
you guys
imagine you so
also
wrecked.
see there, of course, sorry to interrupt, but like the sword is stabbed into some sort of like creature into the wall, and the creature is like all dead and everything. It's a very strange kind of aberrant creature, but that is the case here.
oh, it killed something.
Yeah.
What does the creature look like?
It's extremely strange as you look over at it. It's like a black sphere with just like these kind of tentacles writhing down off of it. But from what you see, it's just kind of in this like blob of viscera and goo right now after whatever attack.
I definitely think you should take the sword now. But definitely be careful.
I was also thinking that I grabbed the sword. I don't pull it out yet, but I grabbed the sword to see if, I feel anything or hear anything or what.
Yeah. As you grab onto the sword, you feel the cold silver of the handle on it, and no sensation surges through you, no thoughts or anything.
And with avoiding the goo, I then just like ripping off a band-aid real quick to just yank it out.
Yeah. As you yank it out, and once again, as I said here in the log, you see this beautiful serrated edged blade with all these curvature, very alien-like in form. Nothing that actually, I mean, if you want to try to perceive it, any one of you, feel free to make either like an Arcana or History check.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna surround Fang. I obviously love a good sword.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Peek my head out,
Yeah.
come up and guidance for him.
you said Arcana or History?
Yeah.
So
Maybe maybe the one holding it should try and check it out. Get a real
Well, I
good
get a
feel for
11
it.
on it.
Let me see what I can figure out for this thing. Yeah. I just kind of like shove it in Wilma's chest. You figure this sword out. You're good with this shit.
Well, that's always fun. We're all just stupid looking at each other.
876.
Well, mine's an 11 because of the guidance.
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Yeah, no, Stilrek, you, of course, being a swordsman yourself, are familiar with all sorts of different types of blades. This one is outside your realm of familiarity, which to you is strange because, like I said, like you do know a lot about swords and those types of things. So with that in mind, something to you tells you that I mean, you don't know exactly the origin of this, but you don't think it's of this plane or from Faerun itself.
Larny, you seen one of these before?
Let's see. Um, let's see.
Guidance
Yeah,
on it
5.
too.
If he gets a 5, I'm gonna shit
If he gets a
myself.
5, it counts.
Oh!
18.
18. Yeah, so Garnon looking over it and everything. Just give me a second. Let me check this out for you. I guess hopefully I can be of some sort of good help around here if my melee skills aren't up to par with all of yours. As he observes it for a moment, he says, I had a feeling that we'd run into someone of these Inklings at some point in time. Uh, you see, this is a Githyanki blade. This is a great sword made for Githyanki warriors. They had these legendary silver swords, so the story goes, that um, they used for their powers against the Lithids themselves. You know, those, of course, there's no greater mortal enemies than Githyankis and Lithids.
Well, gents, it does seem indeed like this sword was put here by the greater good. I am pretty damn good with a blade. If you don't mind, I could.
I
totally
don't
use
know.
this.
I think Wilma should have this sword, Sorak. She's she really knows how to wield a sword.
Only when I can use 2 hands.
Mm.
I don't like this talk, but if you really think you could use this, then sure.
No,
I don't.
it is yours, Sorak.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't really think I'll be swinging a sword.
Just as long as you promise to really fuck up some Illithids here.
Yeah.
As
What's
a
the
greater
what's the name of
silver
the
sword.
sword?
Githyanki longsword, I think is what it was.
Yep, I've got it.
Yeah, so as Larnin, of course, he explains like the beneficial powers of it and everything too. You know, with most magical items and things, you really have to focus your energy on such, and I'd imagine that such a powerful blade as this probably requires the same.
Sweet.
It is interesting. It seems like between this and the mages, there's been quite a few offensive attempts at this whatever this is.
Oh,
Yet it's still here.
Goes over and looks at the puddle of ooze and viscera on the ground. You know, this is still quite fresh.
Well, that is indeed interesting. Guys, there might be another ally here. I say maybe we try to hurry up to see if we can meet up with them. Enemy of an enemy is an enemy of my enemy, you know.
I think that's how the saying goes.
Yeah, I don't think that's how you say that, but
That's literally what it is, though. But
yeah, but a double negative doesn't make a. Never mind. Yes, let's keep it going, and
I
we find
kind
a
of like
friend
look
here,
around to
perhaps-
see if there's like a direction that. I mean, I'm assuming it's gone from a place we haven't gone, but it could have went back and went to the left or something like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check. With a 13, you'd imagine that they have whomever's this belongs to would continue on the way that you guys are looking like you're continuing on going, not backtracking.
Let's go, guys.
Let's do it. Keep on moving.
Okay. As you guys continue to move on and on through this briny chamber, that strong perception kind of feeling that you all were having seems to slowly fade away as you guys go into this area around here. And as Solrak, you make your way up to around this kind of lobe that points out from this wall here, you begin to hear these eerie melody of these panpipes playing as you approach. You look down and you can see that there's folds in the wall, in this narrow, dim alcove, and the shadows almost kind of shift rhythmically, as if it's mimicking like a simple tune that you can hear in this eerie melody.
And I can hear this?
As you are approaching it, now that everyone's kind of caught up to you, everyone can hear this as well.
Does this simple melody sound in any way like Wilmore's band again, or is this something totally different?
It's totally different. It's very eerie.
I don't say anything out loud because obviously I believe they hear it, but I signal to the guys that we should keep moving that way.
You say that you see a shadow kind of jump from one corner of the wall to another and vanish. And another one kind of like shimmies out from there, disappears once again.
I look back. We're definitely not alone.
If they're Githyanki, though, maybe we should, maybe they're not so bad. Shall we?
I come in.
So you're going up north now instead?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, that was coming from the south?
Correct.
Oh. But I saw those shadows go north, right?
No, they were all dancing around the south area.
Okay.
Like in the shadows, like in this dark little dim, kind of smaller alcove down here.
Well, I'm gonna huddle up with the crew to say, before we go down to the shadows, actually, let's clear this space. Be sure nothing's tracking us. Then we'll keep moving on towards the noise. That sound good?
I guess we can certainly clear that out. Let's go
And
take a look.
And I'm literally gonna stand with my back against the wall here, and I'm gonna peek over into the inside of this room.
Okay.
See if I see anybody.
Yes, Solrak, as you go ahead and do that, are you doing this stealthily, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
I'm
make-
doing it basically like a SWAT team guy would be checking out a house.
Yeah, go make a stealth check.
Stealth. 17. Oh yeah.
Yes, sneaky enough. Solrak, you begin to kind of tiptoe around and peek your head just ever so slightly around the corner there, where you see, kind of waiting around the corner as well, are three green-fleshed humanoids, long pointy ears, eyebrows that slant up on their faces, and sharp tooth mauls. Each one of them wearing this elaborate alien-like silver armor and blades in their hands. As you turn around the corner, they don't seem to see you immediately as you see them kind of like in hushed tones kind of huddle around and speaking to each other.
Do the blades that they're holding look like my blade?
Do you stick around to make a quick enough perception check to gather that?
Yep, I do.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that. Yeah, a 9. Still
Alright.
better than 2.
Let's see, mark that lucky or whatever you used.
Yep.
But yeah, as you look around, you notice that the one closest to you has a similar blade.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to the guys. I'm pretty sure this is the group of people we were just talking about.
Well, if the sword that you have now is potentially theirs, which helps with Illithids, that maybe they could be our allies.
Agreed. Perhaps I should go in there and flash the sword and
I
hope
think
for the best.
I think maybe when you flash the sword, we should maybe go in passively, if you will.
Yeah,
I think everyone's
perhaps-
tensions are a little tied. Maybe throw the sword in there and then go back in afterwards, with nicely.
I don't think I'm gonna give them another weapon, but don't worry, I know diplomacy from time to time.
Well, let myself or Wilma go with you, since we'll be able to understand which language they are speaking.
So
I can't. You can.
Yeah, I'm flattered.
sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Well, all right, hush. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stick it out.
I give him a pat on the back and say, "Good luck." Cast guidance on him.
And I stick my head out and say, we mean you no harm. I know that you're there. And come around now. Please don't attack. We think we could potentially know what you're after. And I start coming up. I'm holding my swords up in the air, knowing that I'm not trying to tackle. I'm come in peace.
Okay. As you announce yourself and present yourself, they all immediately get ready with their blades in their hands, and you see them get into a defensive position.
And
And
note
as you-
I have
Nice.
the Yankee sword in my
Yes.
one hand.
And as you begin to kind of present yourself and show what you have and speak to them, their eyes all begin to grow with curiosity a little bit as one of them speaks out above the others. One that's kind of had these long braids that go off the back of his head. It says, "Yes, Vinisk. Hot. As he begins to push through the two others in front of him, he says, "You have my blade."
Your blade. So you're the one that stuck into some creature against the wall?
Yes, I sure did. This creature, this brain kind of monster, has tried to snare on our intellect, tried to feed off of us. I had to kill it, and before it shot off this psychic wave against me when I lost my blade into the wall, and I had to run off, a little paranoid, to return back. These creatures are unlike anything else.
Is this your only weapon?
You see him kind of look a little sheepish as you say that to him. As he has another normal long sword that's in his hands right now. Says, "That is my Githyanki long sword. It's a legendary blade. I feel a little bit of shame in losing this, leaving it back. There are seriously few greater embarrassments in Githyanki society than losing my own blade.
I understand. But it seems like for now, it could be very handy in my slashing and these brains. See, we're trying to kill those creatures as well. So how about I make you a little deal? You let me borrow it for this battle, and you guys team up with us, and we can take down these brains, and I promise the sword will be yours again. And I don't know about you guys, but my friends, the Wrecking Crew, and I are very good secret keepers. No one will know you lost the thing. How does that sound?
Although we fight the same enemies, I cannot let you wield my blade over my dead body.
Well, that could be easily arranged, but I'm not looking to do that. So
I just say the other two grip tighter on their blades.
I look at them and I said, relax, fingers. I told you. We're after the same enemy. There's no point in spilling our own blood and making life easier for your enemies, is it?
Go on.
I literally do a quick flip to dip for the sword. So I'm holding on the blade side, and the handle side is towards them, and I say, if you want it so bad, here's your sword. I will not take your blade from you. All I ask is that you put it to use in the battle with us. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it. What say you?
You asking us to join you in battle.
That's right. And smash these damn disgusting illithid brains back to the hell where they belong.
You see them all kind of smile when you say that. They begin to like kind of huddle around each other and whisper to each other. You guys can't really make out anything. It's all very quiet murmurs. And they break up and they look back up at you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. Nice. Say, never would I think I would come to this plane, find myself here, and fight alongside with mortal beings such as yourself. But with a common enemy in mind, put aside our differences, and find this common ground in death of the Illithids. As he reaches out and he grabs his blade, pulls it back towards him, says, this is going to be a very difficult task. Are you sure? He looks at the four of you. The four of you are up to this.
The Wrecking Crew is always up to stand tall when the going gets difficult. We're in.
Man, you guys keep butchering your sayings tonight.
What sayings? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm excited. We got 3 more friends.
They introduce themselves to you. The one that you hand the blade to, Sorak, he says, my name is Vrakta, a knight of the order. He gives you a bow. He says, these are 2 of my warriors, Kianka and Vasi.
Pleasure.
Both give
I'm
you a
Solrak
nod.
the Destroyer, rightful heir of the Kingdom of Daggerford. Here to slash and bash with you guys. And the bald one's Fang.
Howdy.
The little one's Wilma.
Just hopping
And
around.
the one that struggled a little
Check
bit is
him out.
Larnin. But don't let him fool you. He's the man.
He's a legend.
Right, that's right. Who are you learning? You're the man.
Were you guys sleeping in here? As I look at it, looks like bedrolls.
Yes, we had to find somewhere to camp for the time being before we were, well, for at least I made sure that the surrounding area was safe once again. You see, it's been making me a bit paranoid with these beings around. As I mentioned, they're quite more powerful than what meets the eye. They can siphon your thoughts and feed on you.
That's definitely not good.
Well, there is a cot here, and we have these guys here. Do you guys think it would be wise to take a quick short rest?
Do you guys know what's going on down south by chance? There seems to be
There's an eerie tune.
some music going on down there.
Yes, there's a strange musician that he lurks around from time to time, and he sometimes makes this music that remains alive. Really don't know much about him, but he is seemingly digging a hole somewhere into the northeast. Well, he points in the direction, at least that way, which is like northeast on the map. Hopefully that will provide a way to escape eventually, but who truly knows?
You guys wouldn't happen to know exactly where we are, would you?
We were on an extended expedition to hunt mind flayers, and a tenuous trail of clues brought us here to this briny maze. It's in some far around pocket.
So same situation as us. Kind of looking for the one and only Brain, and
Yes,
in a roundabout way, made a couple wrong turns and or right turns, and here we are.
this area has proven far more dangerous than we ever expected, and our entry into here is now closed for, well, not quite sure why. But to make short, we're being very careful around here, and as I recommend you all as well.
I think as long as we kill everything we see, we should be pretty fine. Do you know if this musician, they seem friendly?
Seems mad.
What's he mad about?
Oh, something wrong with his mind, I mean.
I'd be mad too if something was wrong with my mind.
He says he's just up there, as he points up to the north tunnel. He has a strange friend with him.
And he has a friend.
Friend, you say? Well, who's this friend?
Oh, it's...
You,
Don't know if it has a name. The other one says, no, I heard him call it Jitterjaws. Oh, that's a new one to me.
Jitterjaws? What does this Jitterjaws look like?
It's
Can't be...
a mound of flesh stuck up on the ceiling. Large teeth and lumps of flesh just hanging from it. It's got all sorts of heads coming off of its form. But don't think I've seen any eyes.
fun. That doesn't sound fun at all. Have you happened to hear the word Talavar? The name Talavar while y'all been in here, by chance?
The man to the north muttered that every now and then, but wasn't sure the meaning of it.
Well, that is very nice to know. You see, that's we think that's the name of the main brain, kind of leader of this colony. So that's good to know.
You're saying that this is the Elder Brain leading the illithid colony here?
Oh yes, yes. It's hopefully Talavar is the Elder Brain. We think, maybe, not sure, but
As we suspected, they have found a new leader. As he kind of looks back at the other ones and gives them a nod.
yeah. Long story short, we're here for him.
Well, it'll be our honor to join your cause then. Kill this brain once and for all. And just annihilate this colony. Destroy it into oblivion. A certain blackness
That's-
for them all. These disgusting geeks.
I like your style.
Gives you like a shit-eating grin as he looks at you and he kind of just slowly nods. Well, if you're going to take a rest, I say do it now.
I think we should take a quick little rest here, guys. I agree.
Yeah, concur. Let's,
And before we take a rest, though, I will cast another of my Balm of Peace Channel Divinity. So everyone in this room can do 2d6 plus 4, except me. Or 2d6 plus 9. Oh no, 2d6 plus 4. Never mind. Yep. And then I'm going to go over here and tuck in.
As you guys
Yeah, I'm gonna
all
get
begin
one of
to
the-
like rest for a little bit, the two warriors take guard as Varakta kind of sits along with you guys and discusses with you all. Says, so, I guess I should tell you everything that we have found out so far since being
I
here.
think all the knowledge would be every bit could definitely help us in the next fight.
He points over to the west wall. He says, you see these two rods sticking out of the wall here. I believe that there are a few others just like this spread amongst this briny maze. And we've figured out that if you touch them simultaneously, one person holding each of them, it activates a secret door within here. Not within this chamber, but within this maze altogether. As I said, I imagine that there are a few others like that, so we haven't found those yet, but keep your eyes out, as I imagine that'll be our passageway through. Another thing to keep in mind is we happen to see this kind of hulking, brain-shaped creature that's roaming on the other side of the maze here. Not an elder brain, of course, but a brain-shaped creature. Just past some dead Duragar and some spider webs that we found on over there. Begins to kind of explain more about like a bit of the layout to you guys, so you get like more like an understanding of like the pieces that they've been to as well. The musician that I heard muttering about Talavar to himself was also speaking about how a group of illithids recently traveled through here with several human prisoners. Said even one giant was amongst them.
Giant, you say?
That's what they say.
Okay. Any chance you got a name on that giant?
Or what type of giant it was?
I mean, looking up at the height in here, I couldn't imagine anything larger than a hill giant being able to make it through here.
That's fair. That's fair. It's weird that they're taking giants prisoners.
Could
They
you
don't-
imagine
I guess.
what an illithid could do with such a thing?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Rather not.
Not a lot of brains to eat, though, but I'm just kind of going through it in my mind. Just really stuck on this giant.
Maybe not a lot of brains, but enough for it to be able to go through Ceramorphosis, I'd imagine.
That would be terrifying. Okay, I understand now.
Well, is there anything else we should know? Anything relevant? How big would you say this group of captives was? Because we might have to potentially fight them.
Did not see, I just heard the madman rambling about it. Speaking to Jibberjaws, you said? Is Jibberjaws. Speaking to his Jibberjaws about it.
Hmm.
Well,
This gibbering man hasn't been hostile to anybody, has he? Do we think he's just gone a little crazy?
He has not been hostile to us, a bit crazy.
Have you spoken to him? Has he seen you?
He says that he's digging a hole to find and kill the dragon, which is crazy.
The dragon. Interesting.
We haven't spoke to him, but he just mutters to himself. Strange man. He's a few eyes upon his face where there shouldn't be, it seems like.
Hmm. You may have to say hi to him. But you guys have kind of. Is there any sections of the maze that you haven't really been to?
We have not gone past much further than where we found the spider webs past those dead Duragar. And where we saw that brain-like monster beyond there.
And do you guys have any idea where maybe the elder brain would reside? Would he typically be over there? I've never been in one of these things before.
We have not been in one quite like this ourselves either. This is the work of, well, someone who has a lot of time on their hands first and foremost, but a very dedicated and powerful being. I would imagine that this is just another layer to the layer to find the other brain.
Oh, well, that sounds really fun. Ah.
well,
I think maybe we should relax for a bit.
Yeah.
As you guys are relaxing and just taking in all this information, before the short rest is up, is there any other questions that you guys want to ask them, or potentially, speak about amongst yourselves, or any other kind of activities?
we should actually, there's three of you, there's three of us, but perhaps we should play a little bit of a buddy system. Your blades are useful in the battle against the Illithids, and we're quite knowledgeable at battles, so would you guys mind pairing up with us? Buddy system style?
Sure. I'd hope that we don't split up altogether.
I think we
I'm not familiar
hang
with each
out.
one of you and your capabilities and skills, nor do I, to be blunt, fully trust you. However, we do have a
It's
common
okay.
goal in mind, so...
That's right, and I wouldn't trust you as far as I could kill you. But hey, Right now, we gotta take these assholes out first.
That is right. Kill the geek.
So, we
I'll,
basically, if something attacks us, and I look at the green one, you and me, we team up on that creature until it's dead. Then we can move on to the next one. Look over at orange one. So you can be with Fang, and then obviously one remaining, and you right here, keep an eye with Wilma, and don't let her small size fool you. She's quite powerful.
Kind of looks over at the Haragon. You are a strange being.
honestly, you're pretty strange yourself, buddy. Or Budette?
Kind of, yes. Yes.
Yes. I kind of like look around at his thighs. Or her thighs, I don't know what they are. While we're resting, I'd pull out Ajax's spell book and be, you guys know a little bit about mind flayers. I don't know if maybe you can decipher any of this? Help me out a little bit?
Get the disgusting thing out of here.
Oh, sorry, just trying to help you, kill stuff. But okay, sure.
Don't need those mind flayer tricks. We have
They
our
are pretty
own
nice
powers.
tricks. Ooh. Well, I look forward to seeing those powers. Hopefully not too soon.
As Solrak has decided to divvy you guys up, yeah, if a combat happens, go ahead. You guys will have control over those characters. These get the Yankee.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right, Fang, anything from you? Oh, you're muted.
Hello?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So with a short rest up, you guys can go ahead and heal whatever.
Sweet.
Go ahead and make sure you mark those hit dice that you spend. Or
66. Whoops. Plus 5 more of those.
21 plus.
18 plus
68 plus.
Lawrence, oh, guys, I can't tell you how much I really needed that.
You look much better, Larny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not that you looked bad before, but you fresh.
Not too bad yourself.
I just pat him on his back now.
Says, well, that gibber jabber sounded interesting. Not sure how much I want to speak with him myself, though.
I think if we when we approach those two, we might just want to play along with his little crazy game and see if it gets us anywhere fun.
You guys are the ones leading the way. I shall follow you to my death. My heroic death.
Oh, you've already had 2 heroic deaths, Larny.
Don't remind me. As the Githyanki say, well, you look much better now. Shall we get going?
I think we should.
We should.
Alright.
Which way have you guys not been? You said to the north?
We've been up here through this path and around. The way in which you guys came from, if we go the opposite way from the entrance, we haven't been too much further from here. Maybe the opposite side from which we stand right now.
Do you guys want to go and talk to Jibberjab? Sorak and Fang, or
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think we need to kind of figure out what's going on with Jibber Jab.
All right, let's could you guys kind of lead the way to him?
Follow close behind.
Very close.
To the north, right?
They all begin to just single file walk up there, continuously through this like fleshy maze that you guys find yourselves in, squishing each step that you take, until you guys find yourselves in this room right here. Oh, there's purple in here. You guys see as you walk on in here, there's a shallow pit in the corner of this room that's kind of ringed with these black ridges, almost like necrotized flesh. You see this man just vigorously digging in the pit, kind of muttering to himself, using this rusted spade as he digs into it. And as you guys look up, you see this enormous lump of teeth and flesh hanging from the ceiling above him. Let me go ahead and... This is what you see above you.
Never seen that before.
Whoops. And... This is what the man looks like. And as you guys all walk on in here, Garnon kind of right behind everyone, obviously not the front pack leader here. He grabs whoever's closest to him, which I'm assuming would probably be like Wilma. Says, oh, that's another one of the zealots. Just like, you know, who I was with before.
Oh. So this is what becomes of them.
Seems digging, man. Gotta find the dragon. Gotta kill the dragon. Dig deeper. Dig deeper. And like mouse on the top of the ceiling, just kind of moving all about. He says, yes, just keep on digging. Keep on digging, Shelfie. You will find them soon. Dig a hole. Kill the dragon. Dig a hole. Kill the dragon.
Larny, did you hear anything about a dragon?
He kind of shakes his head at you, looking at you with these wide eyes. No, and nor did I sign up for one.
That's fair. That's very fair. I don't know, guys. Do you think we should see if we can talk to him? I asked the Yankee. Has he seen you guys before?
Yes, I believe he has. Kind of just ignored us, though, for the most part.
Well,
See, he keeps on digging as feverishly as he can, and one of the mouths on the ceiling just reaches over. It takes a big chomp out of the hole right there, kind of excavating a larger portion for him.
Wilma, why don't you handle this one? I feel like for some reason you could reach this person. And I say person as lightly as we possibly can.
We can give it a shot. Hey, Larny, why don't you come up here for a second?
Kind of reluctantly, like, squeezes between everyone and finds his way up towards you.
I go, Larny, this is your people, and I think this is the moment you're here for. I've got your back, and if anything bad happens, I can either put you out of your misery or I can come in fighting. But I want you to go over to that hole and take a look at it and just kind of ask him, how's Talavar? Or ask him where the dragon is.
He kind of takes a big swallow. You see like a lump bulge out in his throat as he walks on over to him. You guys can see this massive mold, like a thing of flesh on the ceiling, kind of like writhe around a little bit as he approaches the hole and looks down there. And immediately, this madman jumps up with a spade and says, "You're the dragon! You're the dragon that doesn't belong! Get him, Jitterjaws! Get him!" And you see Jitterjaws is one mouth kind of like begin to go around, and Lauren says, "No, wait! I was sent by Talovar." And he looks at him and says, "Jitterjaws, wait off! Wait! Jitterjaws, stay!" Jitterjaws begins to like recoil back a little bit, but you see he's like kind of looming around and like focused in on Larnin. But now another head or two notices you guys over there and begins to like kind of sniff around and begins to like chomp at the bit like in your guys' direction. And says, "Oh, you know the Great One. You know Dalavar. Oh, he speaks to us. Oh, is he speaking to you now? Did he tell you to come find me?" Lauren looks around and says, "A little help?" As he looks back at Wilma.
Kind of hop up and go, "Well, he told us that we'd be able to find you here, and I stay out of range of Jibberjaws. Wherever that would be."
Yeah, you would hope that it's somewhere like there, but you see its necks extend extremely long out in every direction. It's pretty much like sensing you guys. It's like not too far away from Fang's face. One of them kind of like trying to like sense him out right there.
So I'd go, "Yeah, good old Talavar told us to seek out Jibberjaws, and
Yeah, Jitterjaws, loyal friend. He'll jumble you up though. He'll jumble you into meat that you'll meet."
I know, absolutely, but we came here to ask you how the progress was on the hole for the dragon."
That's right. Dig hole, kill dragon. He starts to get his spade, starts digging into it. Catch that dragon. He won't expect it. Starts digging faster and faster. And then you start to hear him hum some music to himself. And it sounds exactly like that eerie tune that you guys heard previously.
Oh no. What is that? What is that tune you hum, my friend?
Song, you like my song? Thank you. I put it to where you must have heard it before, didn't you not? I put it in the spot where the music waits for you, even when you're gone.
It is a very nice song. Is this of your making?
Yes, it's my song. I make it. And Jitterjaws says, "That's right. He did write this one, and I'm quite proud of him for it." He says, "Thank you, Jitterjaws. You're a loyal friend." And he keeps on digging faster and faster.
Well, you should be very proud of yourself. Pretty good little tune. And I start like humming it too.
Hey, why are you doing that?
Oh, sorry.
You working for the dragon?
Complimenting you. The dragon? No. I just respect talent like yours.
But that is his song, so we're gonna let him keep it.
That's right. Don't take my song. Don't take it. You can't take it. It's mine.
I look up at Jibberjaws and I go, Do you know how much further it is till he finds the dragon?"
I suspect we'll be there any day now.
I'm gonna look at him like, it's not curious on my face, but I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I feel like he's the key, not the crazy one, since he can talk and he seems probably a little bit more cognizant than the crazy guy. So it's like, well, Talavar told us to come and talk to you guys about how the progress was going.
Talavar,
Then I
tell
kind
him
of look.
he can't take Jitterjaws back. You give him his gift. He can't take him back. Jitterjaws is my gift from Talavar.
Yes. We're not here to take anything. He is yours to keep. He is your friend. He's your loyal friend. and then I look back up at Jitterjaws, and we just were wondering how the progress was going.
Going good. Keep on going. Keep on going. He starts digging faster and says, Jitterjaws, give me help! And one of the necks kind of reaches out, roar, takes another big chunk out of there. And you notice as he's digging, though, like, he's only using a spade, not like a proper shovel or anything. He's taking very small amounts out. And you notice bits of it are, like, reforming and growing even after, as he's digging. Like, it's not making it very far. If it wasn't for Jitterjaws, he wouldn't be, like, anywhere, really.
So it's like, yeah, so his entire thing is just, it's not even doing anything. And kind of look around. Is this a room or is there other pathways out of it?
This is a enclosed room.
Okay. So then I look up at Jitterjaws again, and I go, so it sounds like we're making great progress, right?
He looks down at you, and you notice, like, as I say, he looks. There are no eyes on him, but you can tell he senses around in that area. As you call out to him, you see one of his faces come lurches out in your direction and says, "Things are going swimmingly. I have my friend Shelfie here, doing a wonderful job digging. Is that right, Shelfie?" "That's right. We're gonna get that dragon. He doesn't belong. We're gonna kill him." You hear him. "We're gonna kill that dragon."
Yes, and Talavar will be very happy when you kill that dragon, yes?
That's correct. We wouldn't want anything as a dragon coming to stop our plans, now would we?
Especially a dragon coming out of that hole.
Now, dragons are pretty tough. You two can take one down on your own?
Oh. Please, Shelfie here. I'm sure you could take down a dragon, no problem. Isn't that right, Shelfie? "That's right, give me the dragon, give him! I'm gonna stab him in the fucking throat, gut his ass!"
Well, I like your enthusiasm. I'm sure that dragon will stand no chance. Well, I think then, without any further ado, then,
We'll let you guys at it.
Yeah.
You see, he starts frantically digging again and says, we're almost there. As Jitterjaws' one head, which is like kind of sensing Fang in that direction, begins to smell even further. It says, "Wait a minute. You bring Githyanki into my lair?" And you see Jitterjaws kind of stand up. "Ah! There's disgusting Githyanki! They're back! I told you they were around the corner! They wouldn't make their way on in here, but they're back! They're back! Kill them! Kill them, Jitterjaws! Kill them!" Jitterjaws, you see all of its mouths kind of stretch out in all these different directions now and says, "A Githyanki in my lair? Well, that just won't do." As they all kind of jump out. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Trying to have a real conversation with that thing.
Oh, Jitterjaws.
Wow.
How are you?
Oh, yes. Oh, man, that was a fun one.
It was good.
Awesome.
I think Jitterjaws is my favorite accent that you do.
Oh, really?
Very proper.
Yes, hilarious.
It's just a nice dichotomy from him, right? Like a total opposite what you would expect something like him to sound like.
Right?
100%.
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have like a little top hat. like one of them should have a top hat. One of them should have a mustache. One's got like a long goatee.
I'll Photoshop that next game.
Yeah, no, they definitely need some facial hair and some features. They're proper.
Amazing.
Curly mustache.
Yeah, they're definitely proper.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, I mean, I just saw in the picture, like, if you click on the picture in the game log, like, those, like, roots are, like, stuck into, like, the flesh of the ceiling, and all these heads are, like, writhing around everywhere, and you see, like, these, like, teeth going down. It's like, whole neck. It's disgusting and terrifying.
Yeah, I don't want shit
And
to do
all the
with it.
heads,
Yeah.
and all the heads should have a different fancy mustache.
But they don't have a cane gun, do they?
No, they do not.
Speaking of,
Feed me, Seymour.
so yeah, we're gonna. This is our last D&D game for the year. We will be playing Candela Obscura though this Saturday. I'm not sure if we're gonna stream that or not, but nice New Year's game. You guys need to still set up your character sheets within Roll20. Let me know if you need help doing
By
that.
tomorrow.
That's what you said yesterday.
It'll be set up by tomorrow night.
Awesome. Well, yeah, no, just hit me up if you guys need help doing that because
Yes, dang it.
you just have to copy over your sheets from Demiplane. But with that said, anything before we close it off for the night?
There you go. That was good.
Nice little. All right. Well, with that, then we'll go ahead and close it on up. You guys already took a short rest, so don't need to worry about that. But just look out for those goblins under the stairs and a long-necked jibber-jabber jitterjaw guy, because he's gonna get you probably. And we'll catch you the next
Lots
time.
of slashing and bashing for 2024.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy holidays. Thanks
boys.
for tuning in, and
Dude.
peace out. Later.
Later, guys. Cheers.